here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not, okay? This is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl. And that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin pocket, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hi everybody. What's going on? How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Okay, we're back for a Black Ass Bravo. BAB, as I like to call it. Okay. Listen, y'all, Real Housewives of Dubai is what we're going to start with. Okay. All right. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Are you guys doing good? I hope you guys are doing well. I've been ripping and running all day. Okay. And me and the girls had a meeting that got so here to disseminate some bullshit to y'all. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this commentary. Okay, yeah, child, we gotta get the ambiance together up in here. Okay. my life in the sunshine. Okay, listen, that's why I'm at with it. Okay. And the sunshine. Okay, y'all know what I want to do. Okay, give me a minute, y'all, because y'all know how like YouTube has been acting funny. That's why I didn't give y'all a schedule, because I saw that I was getting, demonetized, and I was just kind of like, what we're gonna do? We're just gonna go ahead and just come on here sporadically like we used to. Okay, because it seems to be the best bet. It doesn't get as many people as my schedule lives normally do, but that's okay. We'll shoot the shit a bit. Okay, we'll give everybody a minute. But I want to do the challenge that everybody's doing with Usher's song. The something like that. I have to get the last part because I have to find the original. But I saw a whole bunch of people doing it and it was fucking it up. And I was like, I want to do it. I want to try it. Okay. Listen. But yeah, y'all got to make sure y'all check out my Instagram or whatever. Did you hear about Juan Dixon and that Instagram model? Girl, no, I did not hear about Juan Dixon and an Instagram model. What happened with Juan Dixon and an Instagram model? Send it to me. Thank you. This last challenge definitely gathered the girls. Okay. Hey, Bondi, I prefer watching lives and reviews over these shows. I legit watch maybe the first season, and once I know everybody and their name, I don't watch the show. Don't tell me. Okay, don't tell, because they're gonna view me as competition, and I don't want it to be like that. I need to be an asset to these shows in order for them to pay me to do shit. Sometimes, they be acting funny with you, stuff like that. So, but either way, either way, you should do the plastic on the sofa challenge too. I don't know. No, I don't know if I can do that one. I heard it. I'm gonna try. I've been listening to it. But you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Beyonce, first album. First album Beyonce used to and in Destiny's Child days, used to ram your head with the runs. Okay. You were going to get a run, girl. Okay. You ever she'd be doing all of this shit. Vocal gymnastics all day. Okay. He was liking her photos. So he liked the photos. So what? What that mean? That's what Instagram models are for. To like their pictures. People can be people can like people's pictures. I don't know. Everybody be tripping. Y'all be tripping about social media. It's not that personal. You know what I'm saying? It's not that personal, you guys. You can absolutely like people's pictures on Instagram. I don't know where y'all come from with this new, I don't like my man liking no pictures on Instagram. Bitch, he's looking I feel like y'all be tying y'allself out, just making more rules that these niggas gonna break. You know what I'm saying? Just making rules that these niggas gonna break. Okay? There wasn't social media 20 years ago, so that's a new rule. Okay? Bondi, I started watching Married to Medicine just so I can track along during your reviews. You're absolutely an asset to these shows. Thank you. I appreciate that, because they act like they don't see me. I know they do, but they act like they don't. But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I don't have the aesthetic. Okay? I don't have the aesthetic. Whatever the aesthetic, that's all clean and polished that they would like. Y'all know I don't give that. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Is that not the purpose of the app? Oh, I don't know. Right? That's so stupid. Why are you insecure? No, you talking about Instagram. Yeah, that's the purpose of the app, to like people's pictures. Yeah. Y'all take the internet too seriously. Extremely. People take it way too seriously, in all honesty. It is more serious than it used to be, but no, way too much thought process into policing how many pictures people like. The way I scroll through social media, I don't even remember half the shit I like. You just be scrolling. Sometimes you like shit by accident, okay? Because you was trying to zoom in and the shit went, okay? Bonnie, did you see Ayan and Kenya at Teresa's wedding? Yes, I did. Hilarity. Ayan has no rhythm, which we are going to talk about in this episode. Kenya had to show y'all that she got, the Megan knees or whatever. They be doing whatever they want to do. It was cute. It was nice to see all the girls together. I saw Ashley was there too. There's just a few housewives in the room. That's what's up. I feel like Teresa's hair, oh my God. Girl. I didn't know what was going on with Teresa's hair in those wedding pictures, but I was like, girl, if you like it, I love it. Good for you. But let's go ahead and get into Real Housewives of Dubai. It's been 10 minutes. I feel like we can just go ahead and scroll into it, yeah? All right. So the episode starts off with Sarah and Ayan meeting up, and Ayan comes to meet her with this huge white trainer. Said, this is the dress that I should have worn to Caroline Stanberry's wedding. Since we want to sit up here and act like I was outdoing you because I had on a little cape, a little lace white cape. Okay, a little cape with a little train. Okay. Yeah, you were upset about it. And so, she was like, I should have showed up in this shit. Okay, which I think is hilarious. Okay, I think if Ayan wants to be extra, if it makes her feel good to wear ball gowns to every possible occasion, then that's on her. You know what I'm saying? I feel like live your best life. Be happy. If wearing huge ball gowns everywhere you go makes you happy, Ayan, do it. Do it, girl. Okay, I just keep thinking about the dirty floors that you're, cleaning with your dress. That's all I keep thinking about. I keep thinking about how terrible your wigs are and how I wish you would get some girls from America to do them for you so that you can stop, looking, very, very cheap by the wig, very expensive by the clothes. Okay. Bondi, where did you get your dress? This dress, this is she inside. This is she inside. I have them in several colors. It's like one of my faves because they have pockets. But anyway, you guys, so they discuss Brooks and Sarah's current situation, which y'all know Brooks is trying to have a moment with Sarah, offering her some advice on her parenting. Everybody wants to feel like, you don't tell people how to parent their kids. I feel like fuck out of here. People should say something sometimes. It is not always needed, especially from Caucasian people, because it's like, I feel like Black people have this feeling about when Caucasian people try to check us about our kids in public, where it's like, excuse me, you oppress me. Don't fucking tell me how to raise my kid. White person, I literally beat my kid now because your ancestors beat mine. So I don't want to hear anything from you about how to raise my child. Correct. Got y'all. Cool. But the shit is now getting out of control because there are things that are apparent in 2022 that maybe weren't apparent in 1970, 1980, whenever the hell Brooks was born. Okay. And so now that we know better, we should be doing better. And a lot of people have this idea that because they were raised a certain way, that works. And there should be no deviation from that, even if it is abrasive. If it's abusive, we're going to act like it's not abusive. We're going to call it a cultural thing. We're going to say somebody is a product of their environment. And I feel like it can be a cultural thing. You can be a product of your environment and it can still be abusive. Because the culture is abusive, and that's what it is. So as soon as everybody stops lying to themselves about this, maybe we can actually get some of these issues fixed so we can stop having, kids going through the same fucking cycles of having the same issues their parents had and parents had before them. But it takes a certain type of open mindset in order to be able to be open to that in the first place. But it's just weird to me that you're asking for people's opinion on whether to send your son to boarding school or not. But if somebody is telling you that maybe you should, glue a little bit into your kid a little bit more, you get offended. As if somebody's telling you that you're not a good mother. Nobody said that, but you must feel that way on the inside in order for you to project that onto what Sarah said to you. Because Sarah didn't say you were a bad parent. She didn't say that you weren't affectionate. All she said was you should pay a little closer attention to your son. And yes, it is weird as fuck for you to have the maid tuck him in at night. Like there are a few things that are considered bonding moments for children between them and their parents as they get older. Putting them in the bed, tucking them in, saying goodnight, that's a thing. It should not be someone that you are paying to be around your kid, tucking your kid in at night. That kid was old enough, okay? Adam is old enough to get in the fucking bed all on his own. 15 minutes. Okay, before I said the F word. Okay, I don't remember. Either way, I feel like that was the first time I let myself say it. Anyway, I feel like Adam looked old enough to get himself in the bed. So if we're going to baby Adam, then at least let you be babying him and not the person who you're paying to take care of your household babying your son. It's just weird. And then you're inviting people into your home and asking them their opinion on shit. And then when they give their opinion or when they, pay attention to what's going on and say something to you about it in an honest way, everybody wants to get upset. And, I'm not mad at Sarah for saying what she said because a lot of people, a part of their therapy is saying what they feel or saying what they think when they think it. Now, there needs to be some self-awareness, Sarah, meaning that at some point you need to learn in your growth that you can't save everybody and you cannot always preach to people. You can't always preach to people, especially your friends. When you're in that dynamic, then fine, talk your shit. When somebody asks your opinion, fine, talk your shit. But in general, you have an air about yourself that I have gotten to a certain place that other people haven't gotten, so I'm better than them and I can tell them what to do. And that can be abrasive for people. But also it can be the truth of a situation too. It can be the truth of a situation that you've grown to a certain place and you understand certain things. So when you try to have conversations with people that don't understand those things, it can be difficult. This is true. But at the same time, Sarah, cut it out. Have the growth to know that you don't need to always tell your friends what they need to be doing. Cut it out. I get it. I know. But it's okay sometimes to think it, not say it, and let it roll off, girl. Sometimes it's okay to not feel like you're a therapist to all of your homegirls. It should get exhausting at some point for you. So I would just feel like I would take this as a learning lesson. I would not keep arguing with Brooks. I would not apologize either, because I would have reminded her, you did ask me for my opinion and I gave you my opinion. I'm not apologizing for my opinion. If you are upset about my opinion, and that's something you need to get your own emotions together about, okay? But I didn't say you were a bad mother. I didn't tell you that you weren't doing this and this and this as a mother. I just said you might want to look closer attention there. I feel like I saw something that maybe you don't see because you're so close. Okay? It's not malicious. It's not malicious. But Brooks wants to have a fucking moment. So that's what's happening. What else is going on? Ayan explains that Sarah can come off judgy, and she feels like she wants to know the real Sarah. So Sarah tells her a story about how when she grew up, she watched her aunt go through a really bad divorce and she got dogged out. And she vowed to herself that she would never be at the behest of of a man or her family. So at 15, she started her first business. Okay, at 15 years old, started making her own money. And her first marriage was a mistake. She said it was terrible. She took care of him, dogged her out probably, made her feel bad about it. And then after that, she went on to pick friends and men from a place of feeling that she was not worthy. But she says that she feels she's healed, and she feels because she's healed in some respect, the people who are unhealed are bothered. But I want Sarah to know that, everybody, and I'm sure she knows this, and they're cutting and, slicing things together. But if you're actually healed, then you'll understand that you're never truly all the way healed. The only thing is the end of life, okay? And that is just catapulting you into the next, whatever, or coming back, or the next life cycle, or whatever it is that goes on once we all lay down. But there's always something to be learned, even about oneself. The idea that you have everything figured out is ignorant. Honestly, that's ignorant to believe that you have everything figured out. And sometimes, Sarah, you can come off like you have everything figured out. Okay, make sure you guys are liking the video and letting people know we're live, because that's how they figure it out. Since I'm just hopping on here and everything. So Caroline Brooks meets with her ex-husband. It's a very interesting dynamic here. And she talks about how Adam, their son, was saying that he felt like he was being bullied at his school. And the ex-husband is like, well, he hasn't really told me anything about that. And it's like, does he have the room to communicate that to him? Because from what I understand, the man was abusive to you verbally and probably physically in some way. So I have to wonder, does your son feel comfortable expressing his emotions, especially if those emotions can be seen as weak, to a man that may be aggressive and feel like being aggressive is okay? I don't know. But anyway, so she explains to us that she met him on an internship when she was 21 years old. Of course, he is older than her. And during their marriage, he was very angry and abusive. And she also, talks about how now he's in a much better place. He seems calmer. So he's helping her with her business, her spa that she's opening up. And she also has another ex-boyfriend that's an investor. She says that she feels it's best to do business with them because she knows them the best. I feel like if they gonna help you, girl, do what you gotta do. But always remember that men that use money to control you will always find a way to, once again, use money to control you. So you keeping them in your vicinity in that manner just kind of makes me, I don't know, wonder if it's really all healed up and it's a clean break the way you say it is. I don't know. Anyway, he says that he found himself and he apologizes to her, even though she wasn't Mother Teresa. And I was just kind of like, that first statement about her not being Mother Teresa made me feel away, but whatever. And I say that, hold up, y'all. Sorry. A little itch in my throat. The reason why I say that I'm feeling a way about the Mother Teresa comment is because I feel like you were trying to find a way to make her responsible for your actions, even though you just said that your actions were a reflection of where you were at the time. So don't try to find a way to place blame on her now if it's all healed up, because if it's all healed up, then you would be able to take your full responsibility and accountability that regardless to what she did, if you were angry even without her, meaning that whatever she would have done, you would have reacted the same way because that was about you and not about her. See what I'm saying? Okay. Fully healing from something means you should be able to have a conversation with it without going through the emotions that were there when it originally happened. I don't know if people have told y'all that, but that's what healing is. If you're actually healed from it, then you can have a conversation about it. You can talk about it and not have the emotions still be as potent. And sometimes when people start to relive situations that were very emotional for them, they go right back to the place that they were when it originally happened. That is a cue. They are not healed. Okay. Anyway, so Ayan, Nina, and Sarah go shopping for gold. Okay. And we get to see how they go to these gold shops and they haggle back and forth about the prices. And Ayan shows up once again in this huge purple, rhinestone studded ball gown. And they were there to try to haggle prices. So they were supposed to look poorer than they actually are. And she comes in there looking like a fucking disco ball. So yeah. It was like, come on, Ayan. Come on, honey. Come on. At some time, can we just put on a slack? Can we put on a slack? You know what I'm saying? Maybe a short skirt. Maybe something that doesn't, sweep the dirty street. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like a lot. Sometimes it feels like a lot for no reason. Sometimes it feels like a lot and it's nasty because it's all over the floor. Ugh. I don't care if people have been walking. You don't know what you're sweeping up as you're walking up and down the street. You can be sweeping up cans and shit under that dress. Who knows? Then at one point, she just fell out and laid out on the floor. I said, is the floor clean in Dubai? Is that what they do? Are they laying on the floors in public places in Dubai? Either way, they ended up getting some nice gold jewelry, girl. And then they go to an Ethiopian restaurant that Ayan wanted them to go to. I think she's extra naturally as well. I just still feel like ill about the dress wiping up all over the floor. And that's why I feel like, yeah, it's cool if you're going to be walking into a room with big doors and space, But, yeah, like I can imagine dressing like that down here. Can you imagine walking up and down streets in New Orleans, gathering things with your dress? Mud. It rains every day here. Okay? It rains every day here. All right? So I'm sorry, things that I think about when I see them go into the cemented, kind of marketplace and people are just running all in and out. And she's just like, beautiful purple gown, scrubbing the ground, scrub the ground. Okay. That's just how I feel, just me and the germs. That's all. Sorry. I'm sorry. But yes. So Brooks is supposed to be meeting them at the Ethiopian restaurant, okay? Nina tells Ayan and Sarah that she's finally took her father home from the hospital. So that's good news. Brooks is coming to join them. She says that, oh my God, I'm going in the hood. I'm like, really? Is there such thing in Dubai? Is there a hood in Dubai? Isn't she from Philly? I don't know. I mean, it did look a little bit, but like, it's the Middle East. Some parts are going to have dirt. You know that, right? It's like desert, right? Am I tripping? I don't know. Anyway, I don't live there. Maybe she was going in the hood. But I feel like the fact that we were going to a Ethiopian restaurant and you were saying that we were going to the hood, I felt slightly offended. I don't know why, but it was just kind of like, oh, wow, Brooks. You just love being problematic, don't you? I think she's from Boston. Oh, I thought she said she was from Philly. Oh, okay. Whatever. Boston is ghetto too. Boston is hood as fuck too. Okay. Boston. It's hood out there too. Okay. But anyway, I'm sorry. Moving along. Where was I in the notes? When they sit down, they get right into it, right? And Brooks isn't letting Sarah talk. She says that she told her to be more affectionate to her child. And Sarah says that's not what she said. I mean, you did tell her to be more affectionate. Well, no, you said you might want to just pay attention. That's what she said. You might want to talk to him. That's what she said. She literally said you might want to just, talk to him. But she did tell her, you don't want to go upstairs and tuck your son in. Like, she did say that. And you felt judged by that. And honestly, you should have felt judged by that. Sorry, honey. I know. It's so tough, right? It's so harsh when people say that you could have been the one to tuck your son in, right? I know it's so upsetting. Everybody hates it. I get it. But I also feel like I said earlier, that's something that, he can do on his own. He doesn't need the maid to do it. So either let him tuck his own self in or you do it. But don't be asking a maid to tuck no fucking 12-year-old in. What is that about? She said Brooks needs to be closer to him. And I can understand where she was coming from with that. I want to be mad at Sarah, but I just can't, because I feel like if somebody is telling the truth of how they see something and how they feel, like, it's an opinion. Take it or leave it. And everybody spends so much time getting mad about other people's opinions. It just kind of makes me feel like there must be some truth to the fact that you're not as affectionate as you probably would like to be. So maybe you should work on that. If you're such a good parent, why does it bother? That's what I was like. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like when it comes to your kids, like, that's a place that you probably really should take the time to reflect on criticism about parenting, not to beat yourself over the head with it, but just to make sure you're not repeating mistakes that your parents made. But I guess you would have to be real about those mistakes. And you don't want to be real about that because you feel like you turned out great, even though, you left the house at 21 years old because you were trying to get out of that household and you ran into the arms of an abusive man who you had to then run away from. So I just, I kind of feel like you're not even paying attention to the fact that whatever was going on in your household was the reason why you was trying to get out of there. Okay? And why you are running to the arms of an abusive man. The reason why they probably was even attracted to you in the first place is because you were used to abuse in some respect, because you were used to being treated badly in some respect. That's why you can go and marry a man that treats you like shit and be married to him for 7 whole years before you couldn't take it anymore. Not just because he had money, but also because you were used to that type of treatment in some respect. I mean, it is what it is. And if you would take the time to understand that, you could understand how maybe that would rub off with the way you parent. And it's okay to admit that, and it's okay to fix it. It's okay. I feel like when somebody says they're human and they're not perfect, it means that I need to be able to make a mistake and continue to try to do better, versus you need to just accept the fact that I'm going to make mistakes because I'm human, which kind of feels like, I'm being indignant about it. Like, fuck your feelings. I'm just going to be fucked up and that's what it is. I don't like that feeling so much. I don't like it. Brooks says Ayan. Okay, I didn't like the fact that Brooks tries to throw Ayan into her situation as if Ayan had an issue with Sarah. And Ayan was like, I did say she was judgmental, and I said that to her. This ain't got nothing to do with me. Don't bring me in. We've already had our conversation. Me and Sarah are fine. Okay, that's cute though. And then, I just feel like I understood Sarah walking out and leaving, because Brooks has this thing where she feels like if she's right about something, she can just talk to you any old kind of way. And it makes me feel like you're only doing it for the cameras. And Sarah got up, walked away. Nina tried to follow behind her. When Nina came back in, she was upset. So she decided to leave. Then Brooks left, and Ayan is just sitting there eating by herself. And I kind of was annoyed with Nina, because I was like, Nina, why are you leaving? If Brooks is the one that's going to leave, why can't you stay and eat with Ayan? It makes me feel like you don't really fuck with her like that, and you only wanted to spend time with Ayan if Sarah was there. So I'm looking at Nina a certain way right now. I don't know why. I'm not surprised by Brooks leaving her there, of course. I'm not surprised by that. Brooks is mad because she felt like Ayan wasn't having her back fighting against Sarah. Like she's not a fucking adult or something like that. So y'all, Lisa hit everybody up and saying that she was gonna have a dance hall party, right? So Stansberry had her daughter help she and Sergio figure out some things to wear. Caroline's daughter is gorgeous. Just saying. I was like, she was just like kikiing at her parents. Like she was kikiing at Sergio, and it was just funny. And I'm sure, like, on some level, they're all terrible people. But like, I ain't gonna lie, when Stansberry is there with her kids and Sergio, and she's not like, talking to him like a piece of shit, their scenes are funny. They can be entertaining at times, and I'm not always bored. You know what I'm saying? I'm not always bored. But either way, Lisa has a dance class with everyone to kind of help them learn how to whine. It was bad. Like, Lisa was the only one that seemed to do a good job. Brooks know how to whine, but that's about it. And most Black girls know how to move their body around. Like, if anything, you know how to do that shit. Sarah and Nina seem to be doing okay too. Stansberry was struggle, but nobody was worse than Ayan. Okay, and that's just on God. And it's fine. After the girls finish dancing, Brooks and Sarah have a conversation and they're able to like kiss and make up. Thank God. We're tired of y'all arguing. Everybody goes to Lisa's party. They're all dressed up. Sarah had an afro on. I believe Lisa's dad had some faux locks in. Lisa feels like it wasn't cultural appropriation, and I don't have time to be mad at white people because they always doing something fucked up. And if Lisa don't mind them people doing all of that, then I don't care either. I wasn't bothered by Sarah wearing the afro wig. I wasn't. Like, it's not like she's, Rachel Dolezal, and it also didn't feel like she was being like, offensive. There was one moment where I believe Ayan's husband was standing there with like just a t-shirt on and a gold chain. And I'm like, so do y'all think that Black culture in the way that Black men are supposed to look like rappers, do y'all think that's what this was? That's what I was like, is it dance hall or are we wearing Black people as a costume? It was just very weird. It was just all weird when you looked at it from that standpoint. But everybody got together and danced and, had a really good time. And that was the fun part about it. Everybody drinking and dancing, and Ayan not having any rhythm, but trying for dear God to make a scene. Okay. And that she did. Stansberry's daughter humanizes her. I agree. I was wondering about that too, about the gold chains. Yeah. I was just kind of like, is that dance hall for people to wear gold chains? I don't think so. At least no one darken their skin. Child, they don't have to. They're Middle Eastern. Like, if they put on black hair, they can basically look like light-skinned Black people if the texture of their hair changes. That's also because their people have been mating with our people for years because the continent is close. But everybody acts like, Middle Eastern people are, browner for no reason at all, except for the fact that usually is because hundreds and hundreds of years ago, there were two, groups of people that mated a lot, and then they created a subset group of people, and then those people just continue to mate with one another, like over hundreds of years. Like, this is how you got the whole, South America and in the Middle East areas, like, they have the same genetic makeup. African, European of some sort. Listen, people be trying to act like it's so different. It's really not that different. As far as like the genetic makeup of how they come up, because I watched when I was doing like trying to do the ancestry thing, which I had to send it back so many times. I was like, okay, I'm not doing it anymore. I don't care. But the way, the genetics, you can go see people from the Middle East who do theirs and people from South America that do theirs. And essentially their genetic makeup is a lot alike. And it's because essentially everybody is either at this point in the world, everybody is basically a dark complected person or a white complected person that, their makeup is of both in some respect. Everybody. The only people that haven't a lot are some white people. And that's because they believe heavily in eugenics and mating amongst each other to the point that they now have issues mating, period. Like your very hatred that you love so much is the reason y'all are having problems procreating. It's because y'all like to have a lot of incestuous families, and eventually, yeah, that God told y'all that genetically that's not what He wants y'all to do. Like when God, this is how God shows you He don't want you to do something. He makes it so that eventually it's a problem in the physical. It's a problem in the physical, meaning that those children that keep having, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep having babies with cousins so y'all can keep y'all money and keep y'all families all pure and white. Okay, people in England, you know what I'm saying? The Queen and all of them, you know what I'm saying? Why they're having such a hard time procreating now? It's because you fucked up your DNA by fucking too many of your family members. Like, I know y'all didn't want me to say it. Y'all didn't. Hey, Niecy. I am. That's why they're the only ones that don't have as much of a makeup. If you notice, everybody else, Middle Eastern people, even some Black people, people, and because Black people, our genetics are very strong. So like, even if we do mate with other people, it'll still eventually look. It is what it is. Disease is only because of incest, child. And we know it happens amongst everybody. But I just think it's very interesting how that all works out. I feel like that should be God trying to tell you something, but I guess motherfuckers don't listen. When they feel like the God ain't telling them what they want to hear, then they start ignoring it. We just gonna ignore all this science, right? Okay, why y'all over there struggling? And that's why we gotta go and turn back Roe v. Wade and all of that, because y'all are having a hard time with your numbers. Okay. Child, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to. It's your life. Y'all do me a favor. Now that I'm done, child, probably saying shit I shouldn't say. Go. Look, we're about to get into Married to Medicine. Are y'all liking the video? Did you like the video? We're not gonna get into specifics, but y'all know there are definitely some groups of people who believe in that, and you can tell. They're firing on all cylinders for some reason. It's upsetting. All right. Like sometimes I be forgetting people don't like know certain things, like just, people don't understand certain things, like stuff like that. And so when it comes to me and I feel, I be like, people don't be knowing this sometimes. Let me just say this. God is trying to tell you something. Hey, God. Okay. Yes. Yes, Lord. Speak, Lord. Don't speak to me. Oh, speak, Lord. I love you, Lord. Hear my soul. Yeah, can't sleep at night and you wonder why. Maybe God's trying to tell you something. Maybe God trying to tell you something. Maybe. I want to do it. I'm not. God is trying. All right. Okay, so we're getting into Married to Medicine. Are we ready? Okay, so Kieran and Eugene are going back and forth at the beginning of the episode as we left them last week. Remember, the men went to throw axes. Okay? And Eugene is feeling away. Eugene is feeling away because Kieran and Anila came in with the mover costumes and shit, and Eugene is feeling away. He's feeling like he's the butt of a joke. He's feeling real disrespected. And Kieran is like, I'm sorry you felt that way, man, but the shit was still funny. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I like Kieran. I'ma just keep it a buck. I like him. I like his energy. It's very like BDE. Like, yeah, shit's funny to me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It was funny to me. Okay. I look. Okay, hold on. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. I'm like, who's that? Okay. So Eugene says he's never been mean to Kieran. Kieran says, I'm sorry it bothers y'all. I still think it's funny. Eugene says, so you still think it's funny? Kieran says, I'm sorry that it hurt you and that it bothered you. Okay, Kieran says that he's sorry. He'll be the dullest motherfucker here. And Eugene says, you got enough time to call me a motherfucker. He said, I'm gonna be a motherfucker. Me. I'm gonna be motherfucker. Okay? Me. I'm gonna be the motherfucker, not you. Okay? So calm down, little red Corvette. Chill the fuck out, Eugene. You're doing too much, okay? Maybe if you had some of this aggression with Toya running your pockets, then maybe you could chill and see the joke about it. Kieran don't know you over there struggling. He don't know that. He don't know that. You haven't expressed that. But y'all have moved 50, 11 times since y'all been on this show. Y'all done moved 50, 11 times in the past 2 seasons, okay? Yeah, no, it definitely made me feel like, oh, okay, I see. Anila, girl, you did good. Anila, girl, you did good. No, it is definitely giving, it's definitely giving like, she should like her husband. Like, okay. And we like the energy of it. You know what I'm saying? We like the height. Okay. We like the earning potential. I like the jokes. I think the nigga's hilarious. So yeah, I'm here for Kieran. Okay. I don't know about anybody else, but in this moment, here for it. Okay. Eugene, why am I so important to you that you would make me the butt of a joke? Eugene, cut it out. Eugene, cut it out. Okay. Eugene, you know what it is. Your wife's a bitch. You're going to have to deal with that from time to time. Dr. Damon piped up and said something on the low. He was like, well, you know, all of your wives have said something rude about me from a time or another. And, you know, I just go ahead and go along with it. And I feel like if I can, then everybody else can, you know. And if, you know, you can't speak on the speck in my eye, if you have a plank in yours. And, you know, and I was just kind of like, Damon, okay, I want Dr. Zayman to let Heavenly do the talking in a confession. Because I feel like he be trying real hard to get it out. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be like circling the airport. It'd be like, Heavenly, please, translate. Translate, Heavenly. Please hurry up and translate for us because Damon gonna have us waiting a minute before we get to the end of what you're talking about, okay? But I did understand his point. And I do feel like, you know, I understand where Damon was coming from at the end of the day because of how my wife go at people. I've had people come at me several times. It is what it is, y'all. Eugene needs to redirect that anger at Toya and himself. I agree. You're like an angry Teddy Graham. You want to just take his little cheeks. Take his little cheeks. Okay? Child. They start to go and throw them axes. And Kieran threw that shit like a lumberjack. And then Eugene threw it and it just hit the wall and fell. That was funny. And then Dr. Damon was hitting that shit. And Heavenly was like, in my experience, Damon is known to hit a target with precision every time. And he was like, I don't know. Damon, I'm tired of that. Damon, can I please keep it a buck with you, Damon? Heavenly, don't be mad at me when I say this, okay? Because I know you're going to be mad because you don't like when nobody talk about your man. I understand. I don't want nobody talking about mine either, but I'm not on a reality show, so here it is. I'm going to need for Dr. Damon to say it with his chest, right? So whatever freaky shit that he like you to do, that you like talking about, I'm going to need for him to stop being so bashful about it. Y'all grown as fuck. And Heavenly done said that she suck your dick almost every day, which I do not believe for a second. However, I still feel like y'all grown as fuck. So whatever y'all do, whenever she say stuff about it, why you always got to act like she lying instead of being like, like I would just appreciate for Damon to just stand in the way Heavenly talks about him. You know what I'm saying? Heavenly is always bigging him up, and I would just love for him at some point to just be like, yeah, Dr. Damon Daddy Dick. Yes, that's what I do. I sure do, with precision, every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want him to just like, you know what I'm saying? Stand in it, stand in it. He's just more reserved. Goodness. Well, I don't want a grown-ass man whose wife is constantly on television telling us about his dick game to be that reserved. You ain't got to say nothing, but you ain't got to look bashful about this shit. You grown. You grown with 3 kids. You think we don't know y'all over there fucking? Like, I just, he always has to, it looks like somebody that's either posturing or somebody's acting like a little boy. Like, you grown. You know what I'm saying? You grown. If you wearing Heavenly ass out and Heavenly said the nigga wears me out, then just be like, you ain't even gotta say nothing. You ain't even gotta say nothing. All you would have to do is hold your head up high. Hold your head up high. Okay? That's what it is. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. Thank you, Makai, for the super chat. Eugene knew who Toya was when he met her. He's been the cash cow, excited to have a trophy. Since Ben. Okay, Black Royalty, thank you for the super chat. Karen is my favorite and didn't back down from soft Eugene. Eugene is just insecure about the financial situation. Child, don't we all know it? Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, y'all. So let's move on. Let's go ahead and move on. Shower. Oh, y'all big mad. He ain't your man. I'm aware. I love when y'all tell me things that, I know. But see, this video is my opinion about the show. So when I express my opinion about the show, don't get mad at my opinion. Like, it's just my opinion. If you don't like it, you can kind of go away. Like, it's all very simple, girl. Okay, I'm just noticing things about Damon. Like, I can't make observations about Damon. I think Dr. Damon doesn't know how to respond because Heavenly stay putting 20 on 10. You think so? You don't think you're wearing it out like that? Okay. Child, you obviously feeling away when you taking my, obviously, I mean, I'm speaking as if I was her. Like, I'm not being literal. I'm aware that Dr. Damon is not my man. No, I'm pretty sure who my man is. I promise. I'm pretty sure who my man is. I'm clear, girl. I got it. I got it. Okay. And if my nigga was sitting there bashful, I'd be like, nigga, don't you be bashful. Okay. Head up, nigga. You did that shit. Way the fuck. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look. Y'all be out here mad. Y'all be out here mad about opinions and then be like, nobody's mad, okay? I just... And be like, just... okay? Not mad, just... Y'all be thinking I'll be mad. And truly, I'll be just joked out by people because they be big mad in the comments sometimes. It's mad weird. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Give me a second. And wait, it must be the ad because it ain't your face. I said it must be the cat because it ain't your face. I'm sorry. I've been listening to Beyonce today. All right. Okay, so they throw axes and then they let the shit go. Okay? That's what happened. So y'all, Jackie forces a lunch between Simone and Heavenly. And Jackie says, see, this is how you do an ambush. finish. Okay, I just made sure the both of them were here at the exact same time, girl. And Simone was like, "What is this?" I said that I was, trying to get good with the twosome, and now you're trying to do the threesome thing again. I told you I wasn't trying to get the Golden Girls back together yet, Jackie. And Jackie was like, but we had a conversation about taking a trip. So I thought we should all come together to discuss that trip. And Heavenly, she was like, Heavenly has been on an apology tour. Okay. Okay. Like, let's get a timeout in the chat. It's too much. Timeout in the chat. Okay. Fucking arguing about saying to somebody need to say they got good dick with their chest. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not laughing anymore. I'm not laughing. I appreciate the way Jackie got Simone and Heavenly together. I have told y'all I miss the three of them being cool. And I know Simone is probably never going to be cool like that with Heavenly again. I know. But it's still cute to see them not be beefed out at least, So Simone makes a suggestion that they go to Vegas and, they're going to go and have a good time. And the girls are going to pop their shit. They're going to drink, they're going to wear onesies. It's going to be a good time. So Anila goes to see Kieran with the kids at the hospital. Yeah, I'm laughing because Anila showed up with a fifth of bourbon. I said, Anila, why would you show up to the doctor's office with a fifth of bourbon? I'm sorry, y'all. That shit had me crying laughing because I feel like on some level Anila needed that drink. Them kids wearing her the fuck out, okay? She said they always around me. And as she's saying it, her son like playing in her hair and shit. And I was just like, oh, poor Anila. Like she not used to having this much FaceTime with them damn kids. I was like, please get the liquor out of Kira's office. It's after hours, y'all. It was after hours, okay? But I was too tickled by that, okay? They talk about bringing in a new nanny. And her son was like, no new nannies. And Anila has the idea to bring her mom. And I was like, no. I was with Kieran. Fuck no. We met your mama last season. Your mama do way too much. Not even just with you and Kieran inside your household telling y'all what to do, but also on the Housewives, forcing herself on people and just being way too rambunctious for this crowd. So I personally feel like that's a no. That's a no, Anila. You need to get a housekeeper, a house manager, somebody to cook the meals, make sure the house is clean, maybe pick the kids up. But, excuse me. But you need to be doing, do your meal, girl, do whatever you gotta do. But you don't need nobody to be watching. Them kids are getting older. Them kids don't need a nanny like that, if you ask me. You just need to have somebody to do what they need to do, and you need to schedule better. Okay, but no, please don't do that. Don't bring your mama in your house. That's gonna cause a whole bunch of issues. Like, everybody can't live together. Everybody can't live together, y'all. I'm sorry. Girl, I love my mama, and me and my mama don't even fight like that. I still don't want them in my house. I still like my house to be me and him. Like, I'm good. I don't need no extras. Okay? But stay close by, but go home. Lady Lex, thank you for the super chat. I felt bad for Grimace. Him didn't like the joke. And that ex was like, nah. Child, that ex went to the wall and went down. Okay? It was sad. Poor Eugene. Eugene need to get in the gym and get that workout routine popping and get him some confidence. Because I feel like that's another thing. That's another thing that probably has him feeling away. You know what I'm saying? Is that he's not completely confident in himself. He's, talked about his weight in the past season, and he's not that big or anything. But I do feel like sometimes when men are on a reality show comparing themselves to the Dr. Scotts of the world, I'm just saying, because Dr. Scott is in really good shape. A lot of the men on the show look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there was one thing these men was going to do is make sure they look halfway decent, to be on reality TV. And I think a lot of times Eugene just has insecurities all over the place. And Toya doesn't make it any better. Comments about his penis size last year, y'all having to give him the shots in the ass so he can have some more testosterone. You know, him not being able to throw the axe into the wall, him, you know, acting, you know, slightly bitch made about the joke. Like, even if you was bothered, you should have like ate that shit and then bitched out when you got home and acted like it was cool in front of everybody. But you bitching out about it. He always eating because he's stressed. That too. Too much, that man is stressed. He needs to figure that out. I low-key feel like he may not just be working that much because he's trying to pay for Toya. Because Toya does make Married to Medicine money, right? She is bringing in something to the household as far as a paycheck, okay? At least a couple of $100,000 I'm supposing for Married to Medicine. But either way, I feel like he may work a lot to get away from her. Meaning, if I'm at work, I don't have to be at home dealing with you and the kids. So I'd rather be at work, taking all of this, you know, OT time and all of that, so I don't have to be at home hearing you complain or looking at the kids screaming and howling at each other. I mean, that's what it's giving to me. But, you know, I could be wrong. I don't know them people like that. Excuse me. But yes, Contessa meets with her trainer and they talk about her diet for the fitness competition. Contessa is going to Vegas as well. So she needed her meal plan so she can know what she can and can't do while in Vegas. She said she's going to do her best because you're going to Vegas, girl. You can't be out here not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're going to drink, you know. You're going to eat more than a pack of almonds and one, you know, half of an apple. Like he was telling her. So we'll see how this goes down. And also, her little girl comes downstairs and he was measuring her in that moment. And every time this happens, I feel so uncomfortable. I don't know if it's just me. But the daughter and how she polices Contessa, it bothers me because I feel like Contessa and Scott have their children way too responsible for their emotions. And if this were not on a reality show, I would not have that opinion because I wouldn't know your life like that. But since we're having opinions on reality shows and your little girl has now came into the scene twice while this man has been there so that she can break this shit up, whatever's going on. And then the way she was like, and doing all of that, like I understand she's a kid, like I get it. But there's a part of me that feels like, I don't know what's happening here, but it doesn't feel right. I'm not saying that she needed to like reprimand her daughter, but something about it didn't feel right. I don't know. I can't even explain it, but it made me uncomfortable. And yes, it makes me feel like she's too aware of her parents' marriage and what is going on in it. And you know, they're gonna act like it was about candy. I don't think it was about candy. I'm gonna just tell you right now. I don't think it was about no damn Halloween candy. But okay, girl, we'll call it whatever y'all want to call it. Especially after you brought the baby down into your fight with Heavenly, it definitely makes me feel like you include your daughter in what goes on in y'all relationship way too much. That was just weird to me. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Heavenly brings her lawyer friend Audrey. Is that her name? Audrey or Audra? I can't remember which one it is. But either way, she's coming on this trip to Vegas. She's a lawyer. She's super cute. Seems like a fun girl. They discuss Contessa being mad about YouTube. Heavenly says that it was the way she came at her. You're gonna go and get my adversaries, Toya and Simone, and then you're gonna try to like ambush me with this shit when you could have came at me with just Jackie there or just you there, or you could have talked to me on the phone about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it just could have been done differently, and it seemed as if it was done intentionally to hurt her. And I do feel that way. I feel like Contessa was looking for a reason to hurt somebody because she can't be, you know, as honest about her relationship because she's still not happy and she wants to pretend as if she is. I don't think Contessa's happy with Scott. I don't think anything has changed in that respect. I think they're lying about it so that we'll stay out of their business and I will oblige them. But I'm also not going to give too much weight to you going at Heavenly over the shit she said on YouTube because you could have called her a while ago about that. You could have had a sit down with her a while ago about that. You could have got your ass online and said something about it a while ago. Why, Ryan? Especially if you wanted to, you know, spray her, you could have said this shit on, Instagram Live or on YouTube your damn self. But instead, what did you decide to do? Wait until taping to get Toya and Simone involved so that you can go at her. And then you brought your daughter down, which tells me that Contessa doesn't know how to fight fair. Or at least she goes way below what she's supposed to go below, in my opinion. Okay. So moving on from there, Contessa says that she doesn't believe Heavenly's apology because Heavenly did text her and apologize to her. And she says that she doesn't believe it because she'll apologize in private and then act differently in front of people. And I don't see that. I don't see that when it comes to Dr. Contessa. I feel like she absolutely has expressed several times, even when me and her saw each other in February, I felt like it was heavy on her because that was like one of the first things to come out of her mouth was about Dr. Contessa. It was like one of the first things to come out her mouth. Girl, Dr. Contessa tried to beat my ass. And that let me know that that shit was heavy on her heart when it happened and that she felt the way about it. Okay. I only saw part of, like, I got on her live when she was getting off and I didn't get a chance to go back and watch the whole thing. Contessa a Gemini. We don't play fair a lot. I'm a Gemini as well. And I still have a Libra moon. So I am still fair. And I feel like there are some things you should not do, like bring your children into fights. Contessa acts like she never liked Heavenly. Heavenly cannot and should not be defended. I don't know if I don't know what you mean by that. I personally feel like Contessa could have handled this situation differently if the desired outcome was to get an apology. Like if you wanted an apology, if you wanted to mend the situation, you should have went about it in a different way. And everybody knows who the fuck Heavenly is. Another thing. So everybody gets to the airport. Contessa says that it's giving Girls Gone Wild. I said, Contessa, why do you know how much the shipping and handling was for Girls Gone Wild tapes? Toya is hating on Audrey and Anila's bodysuits. I don't know why. They look good. Child, now me spilling water on my dress because I'm thirsty. She wanted to hurt Heavenly. It felt like that to me. It definitely felt like that to me. But anyways, once again, Contessa knowing how much the shipping and handling was for Girls Gone Wild. Jackie got water on a Sprinter. Okay. Jackie got water on the Sprinter. And everybody's, like, where's the alcohol? Listen, y'all been drinking on this whole damn flight. Drink some damn water before we get to this hotel. The hotel is very nice. There were drinks and food waiting for them. That was nice. Jackie and Simone got the bedrooms in the presidential suite. And Heavenly was like, nah. And they running back and forth throughout the house. And I just love to see the three of them getting along. Because I just do. They're kiki to me. Anila wants to play Never Have I Ever once they all sit down to eat and have drinks, right? And Contessa says that some people aren't honest and open. And I'm like, who, Contessa? Who not honest and open? Because if you got something on Heavenly and you want to spray, then spray it or stop. Okay? Spray it or stop. Okay? Stop or spray it. I don't feel like Heavenly ever gave Contessa anything about her marriage that would be valuable in this setting because I think Contessa would have already threw it out there. So don't act like Heavenly isn't being honest with you about her relationship. No, she shared what she want to share because she don't want nobody coming at her man. That's the whole point of not sharing so much. Duh. Maybe if you had done that, we wouldn't be going through this, Contessa, but that's not what you did because you wanted everybody to attack Scott for you. Because that's what you do. You bring other people into your arguments and now you're mad that everybody feels a way and has an opinion. That's why you don't tell people your business. Hello. Okay. Heavenly has shown y'all how you can be on a reality show and still keep people out your fucking business. She's shown y'all how to do it. Okay. So the Never Have I Ever. Toya makes a big deal out of Jackie not drinking. I like that Audra says if she doesn't want to drink, she doesn't have to drink. Toya always feels as if people are making allowances for Dr. Jackie. And it's like, girl, if you feel that bad about it, go to school and get a fucking doctorate so you can feel a little bit better about how they put Jackie on a pedestal. Because Jackie's going to always get put on a pedestal on this show. It is what it is. Let it go, Toya. Let it go. Just like you're going to always get clowned for the way you treat Eugene and the way you don't do shit as far as everybody else is concerned on this show. Yeah, hang it up. Do your job and just hang it up. Because, like, trying to police how other people drink, girl, shut up. Girl, shut up. Anyway, so they play the game. Never have I ever beat my kids. Okay, never have I ever had a threesome. Contessa lied. Contessa was like, I've never done that, and then went to drink. So yeah, Contessa's lying. Heavenly said, Quad said, if Contessa has never had a threesome, I've never worn a wig. Everybody called her out on that. I was like, why are you lying? We all know Toya had a threesome too. Never have I ever done 69. Jackie and Curtis haven't done 69. Yeah, when you have a huge height differentiation, that shit is hard. It's hard. Everybody can't get what they need accomplished. The height differentiation can't be a whole foot or two. Okay, trust me. Now, there are other things. If he's strong enough, he can pick you up and hold you. Okay, but you can really only get the tipping. You know what I'm saying? You can't really go to town on it, especially if you're upside down. Like, it just makes it harder. But yeah, like, if your nigga is like a foot or more taller than you, 69 is very precarious and hard to do. Just saying. So yeah, I get that Jackie has not. Now, have I never done it? Like, no, I've done it before. I've done it several times before. I used to be with women a lot, so of course I've done 69. But like, still, yeah. If you're a man, like, you're tall as fuck, you gotta climb them niggas. You can't, 69, you gotta climb them. Okay. Anyway, so then the question: have they ever cheated on a boyfriend? Everybody done cheated on the boyfriend. Okay. Quad said he had it coming. Okay. They discuss vagina and dick pics, and Contessa is like, she gets propositioned by everybody. I'm like, we know. You ain't gotta tell us. And Quad says that she doesn't like it because the dick pics she gets out, she ain't never got to see another one in her life. I said, I understand, girl. I didn't have one pop up. That's why I don't go in my DMs now. Because the last time I decided to go ahead and clean out the fucking DM requests, there was a big old white penis in my face. And I was just kind of like, I did not ask for this. I did not ask for this. It was sizable, but I didn't ask for that. Okay? I ain't gonna tell y'all how Deontay DM me talking about he was embarrassed after I mentioned in the last Love After Lockup Live that one of y'all had put him in my Discord. He said he was embarrassed. He said they'd be stealing shit off that man OnlyFans. That was hilarious. Shit, I'm 5'7" and my man 6'7". We make it works. Oh yeah, so you having an orgasm from that, or is it just something you do beforehand? Because it can be done, but we can get more accomplished in different ways. Okay, like I'm not gonna waste my time. Like for what? For what when we can do other things? Okay. But yeah, Dr. Heavenly actually agrees with your assessment about her and her husband. Really? Really? That's funny. That's funny. I mean, I can tell because she be looking at him sometimes. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think she be making it. That's why he need to just stand in that shit. Stand in it. Stand in it, Damon. Okay? If you want to be out here, you know what I'm saying, asserting your dominance over Heavenly, don't whisper the shit. Okay? Don't whisper the shit. Okay? But yes, y'all, let's go ahead and get into Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, let's get into Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. Let everybody know we're about to get into Real Housewives of girl, I am dying. Almost like I knew that was something you just do beforehand. Well, look, ain't nothing wrong with foreplay, y'all. But you know, I gotta go first. I gotta go first. I have to go first. And then once I go, then you go. And then we go. And normally, you know, that's how they go. But yeah, no, that's what I was like, a girl. Like the way you gotta be, like it's just you can't never like get it, especially when you're trying to like, you know, like you can't never get it, you know, like the way you want it, you know what I'm saying? Like I can, you know, play around, but like the concentration that is required, you know what I'm saying? Like I will stop. Okay. I will stop. Okay. Listen. Listen. Okay. Gucci. Oh, wow. Are you guys arguing in the comments again? You guys take a deep breath. Okay. When I'm ready to stop, take a deep breath. Deep breaths. Okay. Because we're about to get into Real Housewives of Atlanta. So everybody refocus your energy. Okay. Hamdala hum dum dum. Hamdala hum dum dum. Hamdala hamdala hum. Yes, yeah. Okay. Girl, when I was with the girls, you know, the 6ix9ine was the thing. When I was with the girls, me and the girls, oh yes. Okay, me and the girls, especially with the girls. Like, with the girls, because I like to be on the bottom. I don't like really being on the top. Like, so I don't want no dude on top of me in that. Like, so with the girls, it was a whole different situation. Okay? Like, anyway, child, college, Sweet Valley High. You know, sometimes you get a little, you get a little annoyed, but you know, I still laugh at people, y'all. People think I get more upset than I actually do. I honestly like banter, and I'm really good at arguing. So, like, arguing isn't always an upset for me. It's actually quite fun sometimes. So when people come in my comments with the shits and they feel like they want to be seen, sometimes I like to, you know, allow them the luxury of being seen. So yeah, but you know, not all the time. Okay. I need to start off by apologizing to you about Marlo. She was saying so the stupidest ish ever. Bruh. All right, let's get into it. Ready? Okay. So Kenya and Drew talk about all of Sonya's rules at the beginning of the episode for Jamaica. And Kenya wasn't really taking any of those rules seriously. Okay, I'm going to do whatever the hell I want to do. Okay. Then they discuss how, you know, how her party for Sheree was lackluster. It was giving cheap. Okay, the balloons were giving dry. The food was giving ashy. Kenya asked Drew about her relationship with Sonya and, you know, how you think y'all gonna be on this trip. And Drew was like, listen, if I trigger her, I can't help it. Like, I'm not trying to bother her. I'm not doing anything to her. If she's bothered, that's on her. I don't know what to tell her. Okay, that's not on that. And Kenya was like, okay, well, that's a good place to be. Okay. And then they talk about how Kenya not coming with a +1 because her cousin was supposed to come and her cousin got COVID. So she is going to go by herself. And after, she's staying in Jamaica for a few more days because it's her birthday. So she's staying there to celebrate with her family. So ain't nobody going to have shit to say to Kenya is basically what we're saying. Okay. Touché. So Sonya and Ross train with her brother-in-law and also Ross's best friend. And then their 2 sons come down and do push-ups. It was adorable. Okay. It was super adorable for the little boys to have their little push-up contest. And then Sonya and Ross discuss if he's had time to talk to the men about what they're going to do separate from the women when they go on the Jamaica trip. And he was like, he hadn't got a chance to talk to them yet, but they'll figure out something to do. And I'm only mentioning this scene, not only because the kids were cute, but also because she seems to think there isn't going to be any drama. And I'm like, even if you felt like there isn't, like, this is Real Housewives of Atlanta. There's no way you feel like there isn't going to be drama, first of all. So, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Chocolate, 25. Thank you. LM, I think that's what it says. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, Sonya family cute. But Sonya be on bullshit is my point. Like, it's going to be drama. This is Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's It's gonna be drama. And so when you say it's not gonna be drama, I'm like, girl, shut up. Yeah, Sonya's husband does look good, girl. Sonya's husband does look good. He look real like chocolatey goodness, like dark. I love, just real dark, hair dark, beard all shiny and shit, with gold on, when a nigga put their glasses on. It was giving a vibe. When he was in the confessional, I was like, all right, okay, now Sonya's husband. Come on now, Sonya's husband, okay? So Ralph is turning down the AC because he doesn't want Drew's lace front to lift. And I was just like, girl, that man do not like you. And then the publisher of his book comes over to talk to he and Drew. And she still hasn't read the book. She still doesn't know what's being said in the book. The book is supposed to be dedicated to fathers and lessons learned. And the reason why Drew doesn't know what's going on is because Ralph wants to walk this alone. And I was just kind of like, Ralph, that would be cool if this was a book about you. This is not a book about you. This is a book about you parenting Drew's son. So the fact that you can even have a book about co-parenting without the other parent knowing what's being said, that's ridiculous to me. It's stupid. It's stupid. And then you want her to write the foreword of a book she's never read. Stupid. Moving on. So everyone is getting on the Sprinter van. Okay, Sonya got 2 different Sprinters to pick everybody up. Thank God, because Ross forgot his passport. Marlo brought a good Judy, Flores homeboy with her. Sheree brought her friend Michelle. Everybody shows up. So I'm gonna take another music next. It's been super okay. Sinuses, okay, and the air conditioning. So Ross ended up getting his passport in time, thank God. Sonya asked Kenya about her +1, of course, and she says that she got sick. Sonya makes everyone else introduce their guests. Marlo still isn't showing her sponsor. Okay, Candy was like, Marlo still don't want us to know who her sponsor is. And I was just like, no. Marlo feels like it's better to bring a friend than to bring dick on a trip like this. And I was like, tell me you don't like dick without telling me you don't like dick for 600, Alex. Like, oh, we like going on beach vacations without dick. That's better. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I keep clearing my throat, but it's what's going on. Okay. I'm waiting on tea. I'm waiting on tea to come. Okay. I'm waiting. I've ordered some and I'm just waiting. But back to this. I was just kind of like, Marlo, do you really like men? Can't help but wonder now. Can't help but wonder now. Because you don't seem to like men very much. We've never seen your interactions with men. You don't seem to value having a relationship with one. So it makes me wonder. Do you really like men? Okay. Let's fly on Jen. Thank you for the super chat. I'll be damned if you use my child's name to make a buck and not include me in the process of editing. I would have trademarked every form of his name. Child, I know that's right. Thank you, David Clay, for the super chat. Hey, Bonnie, I'm over Drew and her husband. They stay playing in our faces, and I'm over it. Child, they're acting, and we're going to let them play the part, okay? Let them play the part. So Kenya and Sonya, I felt like this was more Sonya than it was Kenya, like pulling the cart over on their way to the hotel so that she can try to get this dude's phone number. This little young guy named John. It's nice looking. It's from England. They exchanged phone numbers. Candy was hungry. I am ready to go to my room and eat. I'm hungry. Okay, Candy. Somebody, you know what, Candy? You need to start packing your Nutri-Grain bars in the bag, girl. Okay, but I do understand, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know people gonna feel like I'm saying this because I like Candy, but the truth of the matter is, when I be going from the from the airport to the hotel, get me from the fucking airport to the hotel. Like, I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people. Like, what are we doing? I'm hungry. I want to get out of these clothes. I'm fucking hot. Like, what is going on? This is another reason why I've started to think that Ian, okay? And she always accusing Candy of being a lesbian. Projection much? Even though Candy has already admitted that she's bisexual, but you want her to admit that she's not attracted to her husband, right? Child, Marlo be telling on herself. Marlo then says, I bet you he didn't approach her. I was just kind of like, is anybody approaching you, or does your aggressive manly energy, kind of make men not want to approach you either? Like, what men are rolling up on Marlo on any of these trips? Have we seen it? I don't know. I don't think so. Sonya, the resort is really nice. Candy's been there before. Sonya wants to know if she got tens after Sheree's party because she felt the way about the way they kept talking about how dry the food was. So she gives out room keys and says that, it pays to be nice to the host. And it's just kind of like, girl, give out the keys, girl. John was texting Kenya, so he's coming to meet with her before they go out to dinner. Y'all, Kenya look good as fuck. Kenya had her dress on with the cutouts, and, and her hair was, cute, and she was giving free and fancy free. She was giving giggle. You know how the girls get when they get around some peen. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you feel like you need to do, girl. But it didn't feel like much was going on between John and Kenya. It just felt like something cute to do so that they would leave Kenya the fuck alone about having a +1. Like, if you got to find a new nigga for every event y'all go to, Kenya, do that. I don't like the way everybody tries to make it seem like she's about to propose to the nigga because she brought him to dinner. Like, all of those questions about whether he wears boxers or briefs and all of that type of shit. And I was just kind of like, child, if y'all like it, I love it. But I don't like when people act like I'm thirsty for a man. You know what I'm saying? So if I was Kenya, I probably would have been like, can y'all do me a favor and chill the fuck out? We just trying to have a good time. Y'all don't have to force, can you bring him on every, occasion? No, I don't need to do that. He can come and have dinner tonight. We can have a good time and then we'll see from there. Please, everybody calm the fuck down. Like, that's how I would have felt. Okay. But, when they all sit down for dinner, Mayetta makes a toast saying, John should be here for the whole trip. I'm like, we don't even know him like that. Mayetta, calm down. Mayetta's husband is very attractive. I just want to say that. I saw Mayetta and her man on Instagram the other day, and the way he was humping her booty, I was just like, good job, Mayetta. Good job. Good job, girl. Good for you. It's giving real cute. His beard, the way he was lined up. Yes, Mayetta. It's a white boy we approve of. I'm just far as like attraction. I don't know him like that, but I just mean like face, body, hair, energy. Mayetta husband was given what needed to be gave as far as I'm concerned. Okay. He also was kikiing the entire time at this dinner. Okay. So they toast to Kenya, and Ralph says to Kenya getting her groove back, much of the same with the thirst. They ask how old John is. He's 37. A lot of them thought he was younger. We find out he flies commando. I'm like, oh, so you have your dick just out under your jeans. I just kind of feel like in jeans, everybody needs to wear underwear. In jeans, everybody needs to wear underwear. That's how I feel. The fabric is just, you get too sweaty. Something needs to catch the sweat. That's where the cotton comes in that you have on underneath the jean. What about chafing? You know what I'm saying? Things that go through my mind, girl. The L Factor, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Bondi, Marlo having this peach is not doing her any favors. She's unlikable with no redeeming qualities for her fashions, and that's no longer enough. Yeah, that was all facts. It's sad. It's sad, but Nene told y'all not to hire her. So Sheree asks about Ralph's book being a stepfather, and Ralph says that he claims Josiah as his real son. Even though I understand what he meant, I don't think that Ralph is genuine at all. I think that, like a lot of men, Ralph knows what makes him look like a good guy. And because he's such a terrible piece of shit a lot of the times, I think he wants to look like a good guy. And a part of looking like a good guy is acting like you're going to love, protect, and take care of your wife's first son the way you do the children that y'all had together. And to me, I feel like to even play with adopting Josiah and then reaching out to the absentee father behind Drew's back to have a conversation with him, and his discomfort was put before Drew and the son, right? Because for Ralph, and a lot of men like Ralph, and this is why I'm sorry, if you value relationships with other men more than you value your relationship with me as your woman, then we don't need to be together. You need to go and be with a man. You may not be sexually attracted to a man, Ralph, but you need to be single, and you need to, have really nice trips and dates and stuff with your homeboys, and then find women to have casual sex with, wear condoms, let them know it's casual, be honest about it. Okay. But I don't think you need to be married to anybody. And I damn sure don't think you need to be a step parent when you don't even have the understanding to put Josiah's feelings first. So Josiah could feel like somebody loves him and somebody chose him and somebody wants him, because his father just doesn't want you to have him, but he also isn't in his life like that. And I feel like if all that matters to you is that Josiah is your biological son, that's not changing. You're not doing anything with him in order for his last name to matter. Like, why does that matter? You're not doing anything for him. You're not spending any time with him. You're not spending any money on him. You're not supporting him in any capacity. So why is the deadbeat dad's opinion matter? It's because he's a man. And to Ralph, another man's opinion matters more than a woman's. Or you never intended to adopt Josiah because you don't want to be responsible for him, let alone responsible for him if you and Drew break up. So, yeah, I feel like it was all bullshit from the very beginning. I don't feel like Ralph ever intended on adopting Josiah. So the idea that he's now deciding to write a book about it seems like such cap, such bullshit, such disingenuine, like just disingenuous love. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I feel like I couldn't be in a relationship with somebody who is that flawed. You actually actively had a conversation about adopting my child with me. And then when his piss poor Paul gets out of jail and we give him time to be there and he still isn't, you're going to have a conversation with him behind my back because the understanding that you have with another man that you don't know who doesn't take care of his child matters more than the way I feel about our family dynamic. I couldn't be with a man like that. But there are a lot of women that love to be in subpar, fucked up, unbalanced relationships. They love it. Let them do it. Makai, thank you for another super chat, boo. I honestly feel like the only thing people can say to Candy is about how she lets the disrespect for Ty go on by Mama Joyce. I think Ty got annoyed and clapped back because of how Candy doesn't. I think Candy was clapping back. But I also feel like Marlo was making it so much about Ty that Ty sitting at the table, he had to defend himself. And I don't see anything wrong with him saying what he said. We're going to get to it. But I had to get that off my chest about Ralph. It's cat. Either way, Marlo says, Ralph, I feel I'm so happy that you decided to adopt Josiah. Okay, it's such a great thing because I remember when I was a foster child and someone said they wanted to adopt me and then they didn't. It hurt my feelings so bad. So I'm so glad you're doing that. And that's when we get to this conversation about him not deciding after all to adopt Josiah. And Marlo felt triggered by that and felt like that was messed up that she would do that. I mean, that he would do that. And so she goes to Drew. She's like, Drew, did you know about this? Drew, are you okay with this? Drew, what do you think about the fact that he now doesn't want to adopt Josiah? What do you think? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Julie Ryan, for the euros. The verbiage was unsettling to me too. If he considered him his son, he wouldn't have added real. He would have just said my son. That's how I felt, Julie. Thank you so much. That's how I felt, boo. I'm like, how could Candy clap back any harder? They edited a lot out also based on what Candy said on her speak on it. So, Marlo says this is hitting close to home for me, okay? Because it reminds me of being told that I wasn't going to be adopted. Marlo asks if Drew is okay with that. And Candy says, I just think it's kind of weird for you to be having an opinion about what they have going on when your situation is the same. It's not that different, Marlo. And Marlo was like, Candy, why would Candy bring that up in front of these people? I don't know all of these people. Why would she bring that up? Ma'am, if you feel like you can hold Drew and Ralph to task for what they're doing in their life, then please understand that everybody at this table who knows about your situation can hold you to task as well. Okay? All right. Okay, so Candy says that you need to worry about your own situation. That's what you need to worry about. And she doesn't think it's weird. Okay, you're like, you don't think it's weird that you sent your nephews back? You don't think that that was weird? And Marlo's like, I didn't send them anywhere. I sent them to their other aunt. It's the same mother. We have the same mother. Yeah, bitch. But you know your house and her house are not the same. It's the same. You can't act like you and your sister are the same person now. Okay? Because your sister is over there with 4 kids in a 2-bedroom apartment. No. We're not going to act like you giving the kids back to the other sister, okay, or giving them to the other sister is not the same thing as him deciding he's now not going to adopt. It's a very similar situation. And the fact that Marlo can't seem to see that it's close to home because it's something she's doing to her nephews right now, girl, you want to call somebody delusional? Marlo, you are delusional. You. It's you, girl. It's you. Okay, stand in the need of prayer. Thank you, Black Royalty, for the super chat. Candy finally unleashed the dragon on Marlo, and I fucking loved it. Mayetta's husband was me every single time Candy burned Marlo, and Ty came through with the follow-up. Sanya is very disappointing. She's too flip-floppy. Yeah, I saw her on the little after show, and the way she was agreeing about Candy, I was like, Sonya, you're going to regret all of that agreements that you had when you were talking to Marlo about Candy. You're going to regret that. And I can't wait for you to regret it, but you will. Anyway, so, where was I? Marlo says, well, you don't feel the way that your mom belittles your man in front of you. You don't feel the way about that. Marlo says that every man here, okay, wouldn't want to deal with you and Mama Joyce. All right. She was really going in. Marlo is upset that Candy will bring, something personal up about her and her kids. The kids supposed to be off limits. Bitch, were the kids off limits when you call Brooklyn a test tube baby? That's what they said. Were the kids off limit then? Let me know. Let me know. Because I feel like you like to make up rules just for yourself. You can shit on everybody. You can say any old fucked up thing about your mouth and then follow up behind with, I can't believe you're doing this to me. Yes, bitch, we're doing it to you. We're doing it right back to you. Sure. Yep. That's what we're doing. Yes, that's what we're doing. You're raggedy as fuck for sending those kids away. And honestly, if you really didn't send them away, you're raggedy as fuck for putting them on this reality show as a problem in your life. If that's not really what's going on, you ain't shit. And I'm going to stand on it 10 toes down. Marlo is upset. Okay, wait. Marlo says that Candy takes care of a man. Candy said, I ain't never take. See, now you're being fucking disrespectful, okay? Now you're being disrespectful. I do not take care of Todd. Todd has always had a good job, okay? A good job, girl, okay? Get a man first, and then you can tell me about what to do with him. Get a man first. Okay, because I know she's trying to upset me. You are not going to upset me, Marlo. Okay? Lonely. You are not going to upset me. Okay? Marlo kept saying, that's what your mama say. That's what your mama say. Sheree finally says that she's neutral. I said, bitch, no, you're not. You're not neutral. Scoot back over. You're not neutral. Okay? No, don't come up here. Scoot back over there. Candy says that she's just trying to get under her skin. Candy says that she can't be. Oh, when Marlo said that Candy can't be a successful mother because she's so successful in business, I was just like, Candy, this is for me. Candy, a lot of the things that Marlo was saying was so fucking ridiculous. You didn't even need to respond to it. That comment about how you're so successful in business, you must not be that good of a mother. That shit. And you know what my reply would have been? Marlo, based on your understanding of mothers, I'm sure you know what a bad mother looks like, and I'm not one of them. Do I look like a drug addict? Do I look like I can't take care of my kids? Do I look like I verbally abuse my children because I can't control my anger? Do I look like I send my kids away when I can no longer handle them? Is that something that it looks like I do? I don't think so. So if anybody wants to talk about being a bad mother, bitch, only you would know. You would know. Yeah, I would have dug deep on her, me. I would have gut punched her ass in the side. I would never have even given her responses or the things that she was saying real legs because it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Child, whatever type of mother Candy is, it's more mother than you've ever had. Right? Right? Okay. Marlo says that, hold on. Mayetta says we all have jobs. Candy says I take care of mine and other folks' kids, and I've never told them to get the fuck out. Now, this was a read right there. Okay. Marlo says, and I've never belittled my man for my mama. It's like because your mama don't like you, you don't know where she at, and you ain't got no man. That's why that's never happened. Okay. Because you ain't got a mama or a man to belittle or put in front of. Okay. You ain't got a man, so you don't have one to belittle. And last time I checked, do you know where your mama at? Oh, all right then. And if you know where she at, I promise you she don't give a fuck about your relationships. Okay then. Like, I'm sorry, but I would have gut punched the fuck out of Marlo at every turn with all of her teeth. I don't give a fuck. I would have went low. See, that's why I tell people all the time, don't go low with me. Don't go low with me because I'm going to go to hell on you. And not only am I going to go to hell on you, but it's going to be all truth and facts. So it's nothing you're going to really be able to be that upset about, bitch. It's all the truth. It's all the truth. Yeah, that's why I tell people don't go low on me. Don't go low on me because, bitch, I will go to hell on you. Okay? So when Marlo was like, Candy was country and boring and all of this shit, Ty was like, girl, I ain't never talked to you because she was saying that Ty told her that, Candy was just a country bumpkin and he didn't really like her like that. And he was like, what are you talking about? I never even talked to you. Like, we all know how you got here. Okay, you paid your way into this circle. You was in Africa throwing fucking money and buying perms and shit. Okay, ain't nobody was your friend. I don't know what you talking about. Okay, and when Candy did the girl, I'm worldwide. Like, Candy, we know you're worldwide. You didn't have to explain yourself to her. Honestly, I like Kenya's response. Yes, I am so sorry that I have not gotten paid by rich white men to go and put powder on their asses all over the world. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I would have hit it with that. You know what? You're right. When I was touring all over the world with Escape and you was racking up all of your police arrests, bitch, all of your record that you got, all your mug shots that we can Google. Yes, I know. I know that was so tough. If only you would have had a mother that cared, huh? Like Mama Joyce. And watch me with a stud in it and not gave a fuck. I would have been gut punching Marlo's ass all over the motherfucking place. Okay. And then I probably would have done it very calmly. Very calmly. She would have been screaming and howling. I'd have been like, yes, 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 yes. You are absolutely right, girl. You are absolutely right. When I was touring all over the world, girl, you're right. I'm not worldwide at all. Local, just like all of your arrests. Just like all of your arrests, girl. Very local. You are absolutely right. I'm ATL bound, bitch. Just not ATL, DeKalb County, jail bound. Like you. Girl, I would have been dragging the fuck out of Marlo. I don't even know what we were talking about, girl. Worldwide, Candy, calm down. You ain't even gotta go back and forth with her about that. Todd is lying. And like I said, he was okay when Marlo was coming from Mama Joyce. He got upset when she blasted him. What is Todd lying about? What is Todd lying about? You think that Marlo was friends with somebody on this show? All right, honey. I don't give a fuck when he got mad. I don't really care. Kia Bell Sparks, thank you for the super chat. I love Todd and Candy tag team her. You're not gonna disrespect me in my face. Marlo deflected and jumped to a new topic to her Candy and couldn't. Yeah, she was trying real hard. I don't think Todd is lying at all. New Orleans women will make you think your whole life over with a good day. That's why I just be feeling like people just leave me alone, okay? Because it let me know a little bit about your life. I will eat you the fuck up, okay? Eat you the fuck up on some real shit, okay? You can talk about all of the men's and pussies and paying, girl, yeah, all of that shit, and still, I have never had to put some old white man's wrinkled, nasty balls in my mouth. And guess what? I'm thankful for it. Thankful I had parents, so I didn't have to go through that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm sorry. I would have been tagging the fuck out of Marlo. Boop, boop, shots to the body, shots to the head. Like verbally, I would have assaulted the fuck out of her. And it would have just been what it was. And she could have been sad about it later. Go cry on your therapist's shoulder about it. And Sheree, that comment about, I don't know if Candy's worldwide. Well, she did do Broadway, but that's just New York City. Sheree, you're not local either. You're national, right? When you travel all over the place so you can visit a nigga in jail, does that make you national? I don't know, Sheree. I don't know. But I have seen you around a whole bunch of Africans before. I have seen that. So I guess that makes you international as well. I wonder what you were doing to get flued out. Let's press on, girl, because I just can't. Everybody can get read down. I don't know why people do this. John got up and left. I was like, child, good. Go home, leave. Sonya asked for everyone to be on their best behavior. Sonya, shut up. Todd asked if anyone else is thirsty. I loved it. Marlo says, is anyone here broke? It was like, not them. Whoever's broke, it ain't them. I don't know what y'all think Todd could possibly be lying about. So y'all think that the things that y'all actually believe any of the things that Marlo is saying. Oh, okay. Y'all are entitled to believe whatever y'all want to, but I'll call y'all delusional as well. Okay. Thank you, DeQuasia, for the super chat. When Candy said that I'm worldwide, that's when she won the argument because everybody at the table got quiet. Everybody knows. She didn't even have to say that shit. Everybody knows. Okay. He did say it. Todd said, I don't talk to you. I never talk to you. What are you talking about? Todd said, I never talk to you. That's what he said. He said that. Y'all got to understand that Marlo is somebody that will pull something out of her ass to win an argument. Nothing that she's going to say is going to be facts. She's going to use shit that was on the show, yeah. But anything that's extra, it would have been tea she would have dropped a long time ago if that were the case. Do you really think after all of these years, and honestly, this whole season, do y'all think we're going to get all the way to whatever episode we on in now? She's going to throw it out there that Todd told her something bad about Candy. Oh, you mean 11 years ago? Oh, so Todd said that Candy was a country bumpkin 11 years ago. They've been married for 10. They now have a culmination of 4 children, 2 biological, a slew of businesses, and they still together. But yeah, sure. It matters if he called Candy a country bumpkin, right? That shit don't matter. I don't think he said it. But I also think that shit don't matter. Like, who the fuck cares? I feel like people love to act like Candy couldn't Todd couldn't possibly really just want Candy. As if Candy isn't beautiful, as if Candy isn't fine, as if Candy isn't an asset. Like, I think everybody acts like Todd couldn't possibly be with Candy just because she's impressive and beautiful as a person, right? And she couldn't possibly want to be with him because she's attracted to him and he's a moneymaker and they gel together very well. That couldn't possibly be the reason, right? It always has to be some ulterior motive. Child, I don't give a fuck what the ulterior motive is. They've been together for 10 years and it don't seem like they're going anywhere. So whatever everybody thinks Marlo was telling the truth about, child, it's of no consequence. It don't even fucking matter. Like I said, when Marlo can pull up a man or a mama for us, we can have a conversation. But until then, you just saying shit because you're trying to hurt her because she drew the correlation between you and your nephews and the poor ass nigga Ralph and his stepson, aka his real son. You were mad. You were upset. And because you can't have an argument like a real one because you don't know how to read. You know how to read. So you just go for stupid, low blow jugular shit. Like, that's what you go for. And it's all stupid because all of it's lies. All of it's lies. Okay? And that's my opinion. You can feel however you want to feel, but this is my review, so I said what the fuck I said. And y'all gonna stop playing with Candy Lenise Boris. Okay? Tucker. Okay? Stop it. Yeah, Marlo's not like intellectually equipped to give the read that's required, which is why are you going at people like this? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Kenya, I saw a lot of people saying that they felt like Kenya shouldn't have defended Candy because Candy didn't defend Kenya last week. I honestly feel like them two are really friends, y'all. I think that Kenya and Candy now have a real friendship. And I think that they both didn't realize how much, I'm not going to say both. I'm going to say Candy. I don't think Candy realized how fucked up Marlo was being. I think Kenya could tell because Kenya has been through this with her. And I think Kenya has a better understanding of Marlo than I think Candy does. Candy always wants to see the good in people. Kenya understands who Marlo is. And so she was seeing very clearly earlier on this season about what Marlo was trying to do. Right? So Candy was still giving Marlo the benefit of the doubt when she was making excuses for her last episode or whenever they went on that last trip. And Kenya was running from Marlo. She was trying to give Marlo the benefit of the doubt. And I also feel like they were just trying to get that scene to be over with. Can we please get the fuck out of the house, for God's sakes? But I don't think it was actually to defend Marlo. I think it was just to try to be balanced in the situation. And it didn't even matter because Marlo turned around and said that Candy didn't defend her. I don't think that will ever happen again. I think that now that Candy knows what's going on and what was said, I think it'll be a totally different situation. But I want Candy, because she was like, Ty was saying, even now he feels like, Marlo just a family member. You get into it with them and then, y'all get back cool. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I feel like Candy feel you need to 86 that bitch. It's over. It's done. Like, no, we're not friends. We're not cool anymore. Because I think, we've explained it over and over again that Candy has done way too much professionally to help Marlo. And Marlo time and time again has played Candy to the left, even though she's come and asked for Candy's help. So I personally feel like Candy and Ty need to collectively give the middle finger to Marlo forever and a day. We ain't about to ever be cool again. We can do this job, but I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. I don't like you. We're not friends. We're not going to make up and hug and kiss and act like it's all good. No, stay over there. Stay over there. We're not going to do the fake shit. I don't fuck with you like that. You don't fuck with me like that. I don't fuck with you like that. That's it. That's all. We're not going to regain friendship from this. Okay? So that's just me. But I'm going to go, you guys, because y'all are not about to make me late for my therapy session. All right? You guys be cool about a pool full, and I'll talk to y'all later. Good evening.